A spectacular afternoon for Auburn football as the Tigers welcome the Moccasins of Chattanooga on homecoming 2010. Sunny skies and temperatures in the mid-50s this afternoon for Auburn and Chattanooga. With former Auburn quarterback Reggie Slack, I'm Andy Burcham. This Auburn ball club 9-0 on the season, but having to deal with some distractions this week with regard to Cam Newton. You're a former quarterback, you're a former Auburn athlete. How does a team react to this? How does a team deal with something like this week, Reggie?
Andy, I think there's two potentials here. Either the potential to separate a team or to galvanize a team and bring them together. I feel like Auburn is going to come together over this situation because they have a great coach, and Coach Chiswick, who knows how to bring a team together.
All right, let's talk about that quarterback that has had so much attention this week. We're, of course, talking about number 2 Cam Newton, a true dual threat quarterback in this country.
Cam is a dual threat, and he's tailor-made for this type of offense, an offense that has the potential to put up big passing numbers as well as put up big rushing numbers. Cam can run, Cam can throw. I think this offense is tailor-made for him.
All right, for Chattanooga, of course, another very good quarterback. He started at Tennessee, has done very well this year at Chattanooga, B.J. Coleman.
Yes, B.J. has done a phenomenal job. He has over 2,000 yards passing, 2257 to be exact. He has a great threat at wide receiver to help him get those yards, and I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. We're going to score points on both sides of the football today.
Joel Bradford is that outstanding wide receiver. They were high school teammates, and they are doing very well at Chattanooga this year as well. Auburn and Chattanooga homecoming on the Tiger campus. A beautiful day for football, and we'll have your first half play-by-play when we return on CSS. And welcome back to Jordan-Hare Stadium. A beautiful afternoon, a cool afternoon for football as the Tigers and the Mocs play on a homecoming at Jordan-Hare Stadium. Welcome back with Reggie Slack. I'm Andy Burcham. Glad to have you with us on this pay-per-view event this afternoon as the Tigers and Mocs play their final non-conference games of the season. Big conference games looming for both of these schools in their last 2 regular season games of the season. Taking a look at the Chattanooga head coach, he is back at his alma mater, as a matter of fact. Russ Huseman rather, in his second year at his alma mater, a record of 11-8. And on the other side of the field, also back at Auburn University, although certainly not his alma mater, but back where he was the defensive coordinator for a 2004 undefeated ball club. Gene Chizik on the other side in his second season at Auburn, his 4th season as a head coach, 17-5 at Auburn, and just 2 games now under the 500 mark overall on the year. So those are the 2 head coaches getting ready for this afternoon's ball game. And talking with Gene Chizik earlier this week, he said his goal for this week, when asked, are you going to play a lot of players? What kind of score? His answer was very simple: win and be better by the end of the day than Auburn was at the beginning of the day. He said it's no different today than it has been in the previous 9 games. Auburn leads the series 20 games to none. Focus, Reggie Slack. Focus in a ball game like this. You want to go out, you want to play, very obviously you want to win, but you want to play a good football game as well.
You do. The most important thing about a game like this for a team such as Auburn is to go out and to play well and to keep your guys healthy. You don't want to go out in a game like this and have someone go down. So it's important to stay focused, to play well, to play hard, and to get some guys in there that maybe hasn't played all year.
Auburn will receive the first half kickoff, defending the south goal. Wind out of the northwest this afternoon. It's a breezy afternoon at Jordan-Hare Stadium, so the wind could be a factor, especially for the kickers here this afternoon. Number 13, as you take a look at the national championship flag from 1957, and Old Glory in the northeast corner of the stadium is whipping pretty good as well. So wind certainly could be a factor here this afternoon. Number 13, Jeff Veras, who's also a wide receiver, will kick off this afternoon for Chattanooga, with Ontario McCaleb and Damon Washington to receive it for Auburn. A very low kick. And an upback gets it at the 20-yard line, and a return out to the 36-yard line by DJ Key.
Number 13, Craig Sanders.
Key with the tackle. Craig Sanders with the return for the Auburn Tigers. As you look at Gus Malzahn, Auburn's offensive coordinator, rallying the troops. Auburn with good field position to open it up, and Cam Newton brings the offense on the field. Leads the league in rushing. He's best in passing efficiency and second in scoring and total offense. 1st and 10 for Auburn at the 38-yard line, and Newton will work out of the shotgun. Play action and a floater to the sideline. Open and down the field. A foot race down the sideline. And at the 30-yard line, Jordan Tippett with the tackle on number 81, Terrell Zachary. And another look as Auburn goes to the short pass and good yardage, Reggie.
Yes, it was. Terrell Zachary is a great receiver. And as you can see, we got great blocking out there on the corner. And all Terrell had to do was take the ball up the field and try to stay in bounds.
To the Chattanooga 30-yard line, 1st down and 10 for the Tigers. Newton to throw again, the play action. Going down the sideline, man open, touchdown. 2 plays and a touchdown, Darvin Adams. For 30 yards, he beat Kadeem Wise for the score, and Auburn is on the board. Auburn goes 2 plays. Cam Newton uses the arm. Zachary and Darvin Adams for the score. Adams with a career-high 6 receptions last weekend, or a season-high 6 receptions last weekend at Ole Miss. Wes Byram on for the extra point. And it took Auburn all of 2 plays to score. The touchdown to Darvin Adams from 30 yards out, Reggie.
This play here, Andy, is simply a one-on-one matchup with Darvin Adams out there. Cam makes a great throw. A little bit underthrown, but nevertheless, Darvin had him beat so bad that it ended up with the touchdown that was expected.
So Cam Newton 2 for 2 on the first drive, 70-yard drive for the Tigers, and Darvin Adams with the touchdown catch. And Auburn is on the board 7-0. Newton hooked up with Terrell Zachary on the first play. He took it to the Chattanooga 30, and then Newton with all day to throw. A little bit of a pump fake and the down and up to Darvin Adams for the score. In this big homecoming crowd expecting a sellout today for this homecoming game between Auburn and Chattanooga, enjoys Auburn being on the board first here this afternoon. Cody Parkey will kick it off for the Tigers. He and Wes Byram have shared the kickoff duties this season for Auburn. It took Auburn all of 30 seconds to get on the board.
Number 36, Cody Parkey for Auburn.
Number 1, Brian Sutherland and Chris Awa to receive it. Number 9 for Chattanooga. Parkey will be kicking into a little bit of that northwest wind here this evening or this afternoon. High and short. And past Sutherland. Inside the 10 and downed at the 12 by Demetrius McNeil. It was not a long kick, but it slipped past Sutherland. And then Auburn's very good kickoff coverage, and it's been good all season for Auburn. Converged, and so Chattanooga will go 1st down and 10 at its own 12-yard line. There's B.J. Coleman on the season, 2,257, 21 touchdowns, but 9 of those 12 interceptions in the last 2 games for the Mocs. About a 5-game win streak snapped at home against a very good Elon ball club last weekend. Wide receivers to the top and the bottom of your screen. Play action, the throw. It is complete to Joel Bradford. They were teammates at the McCallie School in Chattanooga, just shy of the 1st down. Zach Etheridge with the catch for Auburn, and we'll take a look at the offense for the Mocs of Chattanooga. First of all, up front, Har Wilson, Gallion, Hurlis, and Miller across the front line. Elzy and Williams. Pitchford, Bradford leads the country in receiving, and Hughes is the tight end. 2nd and 1 for Chattanooga. Coleman the fake and the throw. It is complete in the flat. Chris Pitchford with the catch. Nico Thorpe with the stop for Auburn as we look at the Auburn defense following the Chattanooga first down. Very good up front for the Tigers, but you'll notice a couple freshmen on the ends there. Corey Lemonnier starting today, and Nosa Igwe, a redshirt freshman, with the veterans Clayton and Fairley in the middle. Stevens, Bynes, El Toro Freeman getting the start today at linebacker. Washington, Etheridge, McNeil, and Thorpe in the defensive backfield. 1st and 10 from the 28 for Chattanooga. A 3-wide set for the Mocs. And J.J. Jackson in the backfield behind the quarterback, B.J. Coleman. Play clock is down to 2, and Chattanooga has to call a timeout. So Chattanooga calls the first timeout, 13-13 to go in the first half of play. Chattanooga on its opening drive. Auburn took its opening drive and in 2 scores scored a touchdown. Tigers on top by a score of 7-0 in the first quarter at Jordan-Hare Stadium. $13-13 to go in the first quarter of play. Auburn on top. Chattanooga on its opening drive. Tigers on top 7-0. This is homecoming on the Auburn University campus, and the Tigers looking for their 19th consecutive homecoming victory here this afternoon. How are you on homecoming, Reggie Slack? What was your record on homecoming at Auburn?
I think we were undefeated, if I remember correctly, Andy.
Chattanooga had to burn a timeout just before the break after going 2 plays and getting a first down. And this Chattanooga offense, it's going to throw the ball a ton here this afternoon, although Gene Chizik said, listen, we're going to stop the run first. He also knows that this Chattanooga ball club will try and test Auburn through the air this afternoon.
Absolutely, and you saw earlier in this first drive, they're using a little play action as well. I think they want to, mix it up and give Auburn something to think about with the run as well as the pass.
And so far it has been the short passing game. Granted, just 2 plays, but that short passing game mitigates many times what has been a terrific rush by that Auburn front 4 this season. All right, back to action from the 28 on first down. Sutherland, the man in motion. Sutherland with the carry, and he's going to lose a couple yards on the play. Craig Stevens there for the stop for Auburn. A little bit of a trick play there as they had Sutherland in motion. And Stevens does a good job to come back and stop the play there. So a loss of 3. Here's 2nd down and 13 for the Mocs. Jackson flanks Coleman, who works out of the shotgun. Auburn brings 6. Okay. The throw is complete to the 31-yard line. Nico Thorpe on the stop of number 4, Joel Bradford, who leads the football championship series at 128 yards per ball game. Getting the ball to the sideline there, and Thorpe with the stop. Here's 3rd down and 7 for Chattanooga. Chattanooga 50% on 3rd down this season. Defensively, Auburn has been good on 3rd down, limiting opponents just 37%. The Mocs need 7 yards. Short drop, Coleman throws, and it's complete. Marion Anthony dropped the football, recovered by Auburn. And now the question, was he down or is it a fumble? Zach Etheridge comes out of the pile with the football. Another look.
Coleman makes a great throw here, and it's an excellent catch by the wide receiver. The question is, was he down when the ball came out?
Marion Anthony with the catch. Another look from the end zone.
And I think he was.
Yeah, he was down. So 1st and 10 for the Mocs at the 46. Play action and a throw. It's incomplete. Intended for Bradford. Nico Thorpe actually got his hand on the ball for Auburn. And again, we've yet to see Coleman even go to a deep drop. It's been quick hitters, and it's been successful early on. Here's Bradford on the year, 66 catches, 1,027 yards, and 7 touchdowns for Joel Bradford, who was a defensive back a year ago for the Mocs, moved to wide receiver this spring. But boy, hasn't that been a move that has benefited Chattanooga. Play action, Coleman throws it. It is complete and dropped. Chris Pitchford, the intended man there. Zach Etheridge was there to perhaps take the ball away. Here's 3rd down and 10 for the Mocs.
This ball was slightly thrown behind a receiver. He had a step on him, a little bit better throw, and you got a 1st down there.
Zach Etheridge able to knock that ball away. Here's 3rd down and 10 from the Chattanooga 46. Anthony and Sutherland to the top of the screen. Bradford to the bottom. Auburn rushes 5. Time and the throw intended for Bradford, but overthrown by Bradford. Chris Davis was defending for Auburn Tigers with good pressure. Perhaps Coleman had to throw that ball a little quicker than he would have liked. And punting situation now for the Moccasins. Mike Hammonds to punt it away. Quindarius Carr for Auburn stands at his own 10. Hammonds averaging 39 yards per punt, a season high of 67. Gets this one away high, and Carr calls for the fair catch, drops it, but then recovers it at the 25-yard line. We didn't have a chance to give you Auburn's offensive starters because that first drive only took 2 plays. Here's Auburn's very veteran offensive front. Zemba, Berry, Pugh, and Isom are all seniors. Mosley is the lone junior out at right tackle. Dyer, the true freshman out of Arkansas. Eric Smith, the H-back that today, with Zachary Burns and Darvin Adams. But that is a great trio of blockers as well for the Tigers. 1st and 10 from the 26. Pass out into the flat. And still on his feet and out to the 35-yard line for Auburn is Emory Blake. A look at the Chattanooga defense as Auburn will work without a huddle. Up front, Williams, Davidson, Craig, and Donald. Consiglio, big numbers at linebacker, Heatherly and Gunnar Miller. 2nd down and 1. Ontario McCaleb with a 1st down across the 40-yard line out to the 42. Nick Craig, junior out of Carrollton, Georgia, makes the stop. Number 56 for the Mocs. But a 1st down for Auburn out to the 42-yard line. There's Ontario McCaleb, 5 touchdowns, 557 yards for the speedster out of Florida. From the 41, Newton with time throws complete. Darvin Adams with the catch, close to the 30-yard line, and an Auburn 1st down. Buster Screen makes the tackle, the senior out of Woodstock, Georgia.
This ball is thrown on a rope by Cam Newton. This is a phenomenal throw. Leads the receiver perfect into the hole. 1st down for Auburn.
Darvin Adams already with a couple catches today, and you can see the velocity of the ball thrown by Cam Newton. Auburn 1st and 10 at the 30. McCaleb flips it. Zachary, that's a great block from Newton and gets down close to the 1st down. Chris Lewis Harris gets the stop, but Cam Newton with a crunching block to spring Terrell Zachary on the reverse. Watch number 2.
And here, Andy, you see one of the other assets of Cam Newton. Not only can he throw and run, but he can also block.
Russ Huseman, the head coach, said he's bigger than 2 of my defensive linemen. And he used a little bit of that brute force there. 1st and 10 from the 20 for the Tigers. Play action. Newton. With time, he throws. It is low and incomplete. At the 15-yard line, Antonio Goodwin was the intended receiver. Excuse me, Quindarius Carr, number 9, the intended receiver. And that was Cam Newton's first incomplete pass of the ball game. Already 100 yards passing for Cam and a touchdown. 2nd and 10. From the Chattanooga 20. A 4-wide set for Auburn. Newton steps up and he throws to the end zone. Blake, touchdown! touchdown for Auburn. They got Emory Blake on one of the linebackers, Wes Dothard, and a terrific throw by Cam Newton, his second touchdown of the ball game.
And Emory Blake is a very exciting young player. I've watched him play all year. He gets open, and he knows what to do with the ball once he gets it.
A quick pass by Newton. Blake has emerged as a big-time threat for Auburn at wide receiver. Byram on for the extra point. And Auburn has scored on its opening 2 drives of the game. 9 minutes and 33 seconds remaining in the first quarter of play. The Tigers have scored on their first 2 offensive possessions. This time, Cam Newton to Emory Blake. 14-0, Auburn on top. $14-0, Auburn on top on this homecoming Saturday. 9:33 remaining in the first quarter play. The Tigers have scored on the first 2 drives of the ball game. First drive only took 2 plays. This one takes 6. 74 yards a minute and 38 as Cam Newton connects for his second touchdown of the game. This time to Emory Blake. And let's take 2 different angles in this. This one comes right at you, Reggie.
Yeah, Cam gets exactly what he wants here. One-on-one with Emory Blake up the middle, and it's very difficult to stop this. No free safety in the middle of the field.
Got the matchup with the linebacker and Blake with the catch, but boy, that's a quick throw by Cam Newton showing that arm, and Emory Blake back out there on kick coverage, and this has become really a very fun aspect of Auburn's game to watch this season. Auburn has really emerged as a very good team as far as kick coverage is concerned, and punt coverage for that matter. Cam Newton already 2 touchdown passes on the afternoon. I wouldn't expect for Auburn to use Cam much today as a runner. I think primarily he will be used as the passing quarterback here this afternoon. Sutherland and Awa. As Parkey kicks it off to the 10-yard line. Sutherland on the return. And a run down at the 20-yard line by Eric Smith. Fullback, H-back. He's going to play a lot today because of the injury last week to Philip Lutzenkirchen. But a flag thrown just at about the point of the tackle. Then Eric Smith gets the glad hand from his head coach as he comes off the field. The referee this afternoon is Ken Williamson, and we'll get the call.
Personal foul, face mask, number 35 of the kickoff team, 15-yard penalty from the end of the run, first down.
Jonathan Evans, the linebacker, called for the face mask. As you take a look at the SEC officiating crew, the referee again is Ken Williamson here this afternoon. And take a look at the face mask here by Jonathan Evans on Sutherland. Well, actually, it's Eric Smith. I think they got the number wrong, but Smith, who got the tackle, is also guilty of the infraction. First penalty of the day. Brings the ball to the 33-yard line. Up the middle, and nothing doing right up the middle. As Zach Clayton, who has just emerged for Auburn in the middle of that defensive line, makes the stop on J.J. Jackson trying to go up the middle, Reggie.
Yeah, and there's nothing doing here. Great penetration by the D-line, and this is what Auburn wants to do all day long.
It's Clayton and Bynes there to clog up the middle. 20th tackle of the year for Zach Clayton, including 7 for loss. Second down and 10. Pitchford, the man in motion. Coleman throws and incomplete, intended for Pitchford. DeMond Washington defending for Auburn, number 14 from nearby Tallahassee, Alabama. Of course, returned a kickoff for a touchdown last week and was named one of the co-special teams players of the week in the Southeastern Conference. Another look and a nice play by the senior out of Tallahassee.
It was. DeMond doesn't give much ground here. It's zone coverage. He comes up, makes a great play on breaking on the ball.
Third down and 10. Chattanooga 1 of 2 on third down this afternoon. Auburn rushes 5. Coleman throws quickly, incomplete. Tried to throw to Marion Anthony. It was behind him. Chris Davis defending for Auburn. And a flag on the play.
Illegal formation on the offense. More than 4 players lined up in the backfield. That penalty is declined. 4th down.
So Auburn defense holds Chattanooga to 3 and out. Russ Huesman, of course, at his alma mater. What a terrific year. A 5-game win streak right in the middle of the year. Put them in contention for a possible playoff berth. From the 33 to punt it away, Hammond with Carr at his own 25. A low line drive kick returnable by Quindarius Carr from the 26. And Carr with a nice return out to the 36-yard line, where Buster Screen makes the stop for the Mocs of Chattanooga. This Auburn offense is a very high-powered offense, and the stats bear it out. It's the highest scoring offense in the Southeastern Conference. It has the best rushing attack, the best total offense, and is 9th in passing offense in the Southeastern Conference. And Cam Newton trying to add to those passing numbers. He already has 2 touchdown passes on the day, and he's going to throw here. Across the middle, oh, Cody Burns had it and dropped it. On the crossing pattern, Burns had it. He was wide open. Chris Lewis Harris was there defending, or at least close on the play.
They faked a wide receiver screen here to get the linebackers to commit, and they got exactly what they wanted.
Well, that's right. That's right in the numbers. 2nd down and a 10 for the Tigers. As Burns was looking for that 7th reception. He's hoping for another opportunity. Across the middle, tipped and incomplete. The tip came from number 45, Ryan Casiglio, as Auburn tried to go across the middle to Darvin Adams. Adams actually got his hand on the ball, Reggie.
He did. You know, Auburn is running the play action here in hopes of sucking those linebackers up. The linebacker doesn't bite here. He's able to get back in front of the pass and deflect it.
Consiglio, a 2nd team All-Southern Conference pick in the preseason. Had a career high 13 tackles last week against Elon, and a pass break up there. It's 3rd down and 10 for Auburn. Auburn's first 3rd down opportunity of the day. Newton is going to run it. Cam Newton will get the 1st down, showing his running ability. And Newton just enough to get the Auburn 1st down, it appears. Leonard Carr with the stop, number 96 for Chattanooga, and it is an Auburn 1st down.
This is why Cam Newton is so dangerous. The pass isn't there. He's able to pull it down and get the 1st down for his offense.
To the 47-yard line. 1st down and 10 for Auburn. Under 8 minutes now to go in the 1st quarter of play. Handoff up the middle, Dyer. And Dyer trying to get past 1 tackler on the play. It was Chris Donald. Key also in on the stop, number 20, a redshirt freshman from Centerville, Tennessee. 2-yard catch. Number 4 in the country among freshmen. Named freshman of the week in the SEC. To the flat, and Terrell Zachary is able to get a couple yards across midfield and into Chattanooga territory, where it will bring up 3rd down. Graham Nichols with the stop. Here's 3rd down and 4. From the Chattanooga 47. A 4-wide set with Mario Fannin now in the backfield for the Tigers. Blake in motion. Newton has to step, and he's going to run it again. He's going to get another 1st down and slips inside the 40. Pops up quickly at the 38-yard line. 1st down for Auburn.
This is one thing that I've noticed about Cam Newton all year. He's got those incredible instincts to know when to throw the ball and when to pull it down and run.
Just lost a little footing in the turf here at Jordan-Hare Stadium. 1st and 10 at the 38. Auburn is 2 of 2 on third down in this drive. Both Cam Newton runs. With plenty of time, Newton throws. It is incomplete. Intended for Darvin Adams at the 25-yard line. Kadeem Wise, a redshirt freshman from Lawrenceville, Tennessee, number 21 on coverage. Wise second in the country in the Chattanooga division with 6 interceptions. And has already broken the record of his head coach, Russ Huseman, with 6 picks. Cody Burns out of the Wildcat for a couple yards. Again, Wise makes the stop, number 21. Screen, rather, with the tackle.
Little change up here with Cody Burns in the Wildcat, giving that Chattanooga defense something else to think about.
3rd and 8. And Burns back at receiver. From the shotgun, Burns. Still looking. All day. Wants to throw it. Then after run it. Gets a block. And now room to run. First down and more. Newton still on his feet. And out of bounds at the 20. I'll tell you what, that's an offensive line going above and beyond the call, and then Newton, just with the incredible skills, gets the first down. We're going to time this one for you. How much time does he have? He's at 5 seconds now. Still with time to run. That's 10 seconds. And now he's going to run 15 seconds. And out of bounds at the 20. Incredible. So 1st and 10 from the Chattanooga 20. Play action, throw. Open, Burns inside the 5. Cody Burns just outside the 1-yard line. First down for Auburn, 1st and goal. Burns wasn't going to drop that one.
Newton, you see here, keeps exploiting the middle of the field with the play action and the slots going up the seam.
Splits 2 defenders with that throw down to the 1, 1st and goal. Newton will run it and just casually goes into the end zone for Auburn. Untouched from 1 yard out. That doesn't happen very often.
It doesn't.
20-0 Auburn, 4:51 to go in the first quarter. I think he was looking for someone to hit him, and there was no one there.
Offensive line just blows
Yeah.
the Chattanooga defense off the ball there.
So Newton, 2 touchdown passes and a touchdown running in the first half, or in the first quarter. Byram adds to his already Auburn record for points. And so with 4:51 to go in the first quarter play, Auburn has done what it came to do on homecoming. It has scored on its first 3 drives. Cam Newton scoring from 1 yard out. 21-0 Auburn on top. Well, if there's any distraction for Cam Newton in the last couple of days, you certainly couldn't tell from the first 3 drives of this ball game. Auburn has scored in all 3 drives, this time going 11 plays and 63 yards, 3 minutes and 34 seconds. Auburn had 3 third downs on that drive. Cam Newton ran for a first down all 3 times. And right now, 2 touchdown passes, 1 touchdown running for Cam Newton and Gene Chiswick's ball club. I think mission accomplished at least early on. You've held at Chattanooga and you've put the ball in the end zone for the first 3 drives. And a look at the offense for Auburn, almost 200 yards in the first quarter alone, and just 34 yards for Chattanooga. And a lot of smiles right now from Cam Newton on that Auburn sideline. Beautiful afternoon for football. Coolest afternoon, coolest day of football for the Tigers this season. And a big, big homecoming crowd. Couple plays in this last drive. This is Newton, who had 15 seconds to decide whether he was going to run it or throw it. And I'll tell you what, credit goes to Cam, but also that offensive front for giving him the room and the time to make that decision. And then the touchdown run by Newton, who was untouched from a yard out. And the trademark smile of Cam Newton. 21-0, Auburn on top with 4 minutes and 51 seconds remaining in the first quarter of play. Parkey with the kickoff into the wind. Sutherland from the 18-yard line, trying to get to the outside. He gets to about the 25 before he's brought down. Number 20, Drew Cole, leading the Auburn charge there. And it will be first down and 10 for Chattanooga at its own 26-yard line. Chattanooga has moved the ball somewhat with the passing game, has not been able to get the running game in order. There's Coleman's numbers for 36 yards. He's 4 of 9. He'll throw here for Sutherland to drop it. Sutherland had Damon Washington, number 14, bearing down on him. I'm not sure that had anything to do with it or not. Another look from the sideline. Washington fought off a block to get to that ball. Second down and 10. A pro eye set for the Mocs. Hand off to J.J. Jackson. Auburn strings it out and Jackson loses a yard. Nosa Igwe among the first there for the Tigers. Take a look at the pursuit here for Auburn.
Absolutely. Auburn wants to protect that sideline there and turn that running back inside, and they were able to string it out for the loss here.
A loss of 1, third down and 11. You saw Craig Stevens coming in from the behind there too to make the stop. Here's 3rd and 11. The Mocs are 1 of 3 on 3rd down today. Coleman going to Sutherland. He's open but overthrows him. Damn. He had a step on Damon Washington, but the pass was just a little too far for Sutherland. Came into today with 18 catches to Sutherland, and he was open here.
Coleman has had opportunities here in this first quarter, but we've seen a couple balls thrown behind receivers, and this one we see it's overthrown.
Hammond on for his 3rd punt of this first quarter. Hammond averaging 35 yards per punt. Low, wobbly. Quindarius Carr with lots of room to run. Tries to get to the outside, puts the head down and gets to midfield. When Carr caught that ball, he had the middle of the field wide open for Auburn. Chaz Moore with the stop for the Mocs. 3 catches, 103 yards, a couple touchdowns for Quindarius Carr. Talking with his special teams coach, Jay Boulware. 1st and 10 for Auburn from midfield. A pair of backs, flank Newton with the play action. Looking long, he's got Darvin Adams open and it's off his shoulder pad. That's a touchdown if Adams holds on to the football. But it hit him on the right shoulder pad.
Again, Newton gets what he wants. Pump fake. Darvin Adams beats his guy. Just can't bring it in at the end.
That one got up there and hit the shoulder pad and the side of his helmet. He may have lost it in the sun. Certainly a factor here today. 2nd down and 10 for Auburn. Fakes the screen, throws a bullet. First down for Auburn. What a nice catch there by number 81, Terrell Zachary. And Newton put it exactly where he wanted to. Kadeem Wise was all over the back of T-Zac here.
T-Zac shows some outstanding hands here. The defensive back is all over his back, but he's able to bring that ball in anyway.
Kadeem Wise rides him to the turf, but not before a first down to the 39. Again, Newton, Pyatt going deep. Adams wide open, touchdown. He didn't drop this one. Buster Screen was beaten on the play, and Adams was wide open for Cam Newton's third touchdown pass of the first quarter. Second touchdown of the afternoon for Darvin Adams. And Wes Byram is on to attempt the extra point out of the hole of Neil Caudle. And with 3 minutes to go in the first quarter of play, Auburn leads it by a score of 27-0. It has been all Auburn from the get-go here this afternoon. We'll get another couple looks at this touchdown pass.
This play is very similar to the one that Darvin Adams dropped earlier, but to the opposite side.
One more look from this end zone coming at you. Perfectly thrown, and from the opposite end zone up high. A little bit of a pump fake there, and Adams looking for that touchdown and gets it.
He wasn't going to drop that.
Not that one. Last couple Novembers, Tigers have struggled a little bit. 2-5 in the last 2 seasons in November, but starting November out very well this week with 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. The Tigers are on top, 27-0. Of course, what Coach Dye, Reggie's former head coach, called Amen Corner coming up with Georgia and Alabama in the next 3 weeks for Gene Chiswick's team. Number 2 in the BCS, behind Oregon. Parkey to kick it away for Auburn. Sutherland from the 12. Eludes 2 men, but not the third for Auburn. Zach Etheridge with the stop. A look at the top 10 of the BCS. Of course, Auburn was number 1 until it went on the road and won by 20 at Ole Miss. Figure that one out. Number 2 behind Oregon. TCU playing Utah today. They're 3-5. Boise State is 4. Alabama looming at 5 or at 6. Nebraska, Oklahoma, Wisconsin, and Alabama's opponent today, LSU, at number 10. From the 23, 1st and 10 for the Mocs. Hand off to Keon Williams. And Williams bulls his way across the 25-yard line out to the 27. Michael Goggins, number 49, with the stop for the Tigers. Senior out of Benjamin Russell High School in Alex City. You see Keon Williams. All-Stater at Red Bank High School. Second down and 6 for Auburn.
I think, Andy, in a game like this for the Auburn team, when you get up early in a game like this, I think you start considering who you want to put in there and how you want to rest your players. It's getting to be that time of year when you want to avoid injuries and rest guys up for that stretch run at the end. Jeffrey
Whitaker on the stop for Keon Williams. And you go into a game and I mean, you can't say, listen, we want to be able to play this guy by the second quarter. Perhaps that's in the back of your head. At this point, when you're up 27-0 in the first half of play, or excuse me, 27-0 in the first half, you've got to be thinking. You've got to be thinking about that at this point.
You do, and I think the way Auburn's playing on both sides of the football, that's something that you can seriously consider.
3rd and 6. Coleman to throw. It is complete to Sutherland for a first down at the 39-yard line. Davis makes the stop for Auburn, number 11 for the Tigers. Another look.
Coleman gets one more of those opportunities to
to put the ball out there to the receiver. And this time they're able to connect and they get the first down.
First and 10, approaching the 1 minute mark in the first quarter. The flare to the sideline. Michael Goggins made the stop. Let me go back and correct one thing earlier. That last extra point was missed by Auburn. That's why it's a 27, not 28-0. Apologize for that. 2-yard loss on first down. Second down and 12 for the Mocs. Russ Huesman on what could be a long afternoon for his ball club, trailing 27 points with 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. His team has yet to stop Auburn. Play action by Coleman. He's going down the middle of the field, and it is a caught by Sutherland with an interference penalty coming on Auburn. Actually an incomplete, but this will be an interference penalty on the Tigers. We'll get another look at this one, but pretty evident.
On the defense, number 15. The penalty is 15 yards from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
Nico Thorpe called for the interference penalty.
I think Thorpe is fortunate here that this ball was underthrown. The receiver has a step on him here, a better ball, and it's a touchdown.
Yep. As it is, it's an interference penalty against the Tigers, and for the first time today, I believe, Chattanooga has it in Auburn territory. First and 10 at the Auburn at the Auburn 47-yard line.
First and 10 from 47.
The sweep to the near side of the field, and nothing doing for J.J. Jackson. Likely to be the first or the final play of the first quarter, and it is. All Auburn here in the first half or first quarter of play on homecoming at Jordan-Hare Stadium. And the Tigers on top by a score of 27-0. Cam Newton, 3 touchdown passes in the first quarter, his third right there. 27 points for Auburn in the first quarter of play as you take a look at the flags from the last 2 perfect seasons for Auburn, 1993 and in 2004. And in neither of those years did Auburn get a chance to play for a national championship. Auburn's numbers obviously dwarfing Chattanooga in the first quarter of play. 193 through the air, 56 on the ground, 249 yards. Auburn with 201 yards more offense in the first quarter alone against Chattanooga, which opens the second quarter. Second down and 10. Coleman gets pressure and throws. He has a man open, incomplete. Trying to throw it to his high school teammate Joel Bradford.
I think when you've played with the guy for so many years, you guys kind of know each other, and I think this is true with Coleman and Bradford. They just have yet to connect on a big play today.
From the McCallie School in Chattanooga, of course, Coleman out of high school went to Tennessee and then transferred back to his father's alma mater. And boy, they have had a terrific season this year. Third down and to 10. Pressure and a throw and incomplete. Pass for Garrett Hughes, the tight end. He got popped by Zach Etheridge. Coleman had some pressure as well, and Hughes is slow to get up. Get quite a hit across the middle.
Opportunity for a first down here for Chattanooga. Ball's a little thrown out in front of the receiver a little bit, but there's an opportunity to catch that ball. I think you have to make that catch.
Zach Etheridge dislodged the ball. Hughes really got his fingers on it, but never was able to pull it in. And they continue to work on the senior out of Lawrenceburg, Tennessee, Garrett Hughes, a fifth-year senior. There's number 4, Zach Etheridge. Coleman had pressure that time and was rushed to throw it, didn't get a lot on the ball, and led Hughes, who is up, and he'll walk up under his own power. Hopefully just had the wind knocked out of him. So decision time now for Russ Huesman, the head coach for Chattanooga. You're 4th and 10. You have very little field goal game at all, and he decides he'll punt it away. Darvin Adams to receive this punt for Auburn for the first time today. And Mike Hammonds will punt it away for the Mocs. Low snap. Hammonds gets it away. High and to short. And it takes an Auburn bounce, and now inside the 20-yard line. And Auburn will have it first down and 10 at its own 17-yard line. Now Auburn scored on every possession of the first quarter. Cam Newton with an outstanding first quarter of play. 9 of 14, 3 touchdowns, 193 yards, and 4 rushes for 36 yards, 3 on third down, and then the touchdown. From the 17, first down for Auburn. First possession of the second quarter for the Tigers. Now with the benefit of the wind.
Come on, boy!
5 wide set, Newton to throw. Screen for Terrell Zachary. Trying to break one tackle, stays on his feet and gets close to the 20-yard line. J.D. Dothard of the linebacking Dothard brothers for Chattanooga. J.D. and his brother Wes, both linebackers. J.D. is a junior. Wes, number 25, a redshirt freshman out of Carrollton, Georgia. 3 yards on first down, second down and 7. Play action and a quick throw. Zachary with room. All day to run. Terrell Zachary with nothing but green grass in front of him. And he's going to go all the way for the touchdown. 80 yards.
Wow.
You won't find a screen that is much more open than this one.
Screens are a big part of this offense, and when you got linemen that will get out there and put a block on these defensive backs and receivers that will block also, you're going to be successful with the screen game in this offense.
Third touchdown in the last 6 ball games now for Terrell Zachary. And the extra point is good. So with 13:48 to go in the first half of play, Auburn has scored on every possession. 34-0. The Tigers on top of Chattanooga on homecoming at Jordan-Hare Stadium. 34-0. Auburn on top of Chattanooga with 13:48 to go in the second quarter of play. Auburn has scored on every drive today. And Terrell Zachary goes 80 yards on the screen. It's Auburn's second 2-play touchdown drive of the day. Going 83 yards, this time just 46 seconds. Let's take another look at the screen. And Zachary, Reggie, I think, is untouched on this play.
I think so. You get some great blocks by your linemen out there, and obviously your receivers up ahead of Zachary throwing blocks here. I think he goes 80 yards untouched.
Yeah, I'm not sure anybody got a finger on Terrell Zachary. So Auburn goes up 34-0. Throw this stat out to you. The 27 points that Auburn scored in the first quarter, as you look at Terrell's numbers already, 5 catches, 130 yards. The 27 points for Auburn is the most in a first quarter since the Kansas game in 1989.
I remember that game.
Yeah, I would think you should.
I remember that game.
Yes. Reggie was the quarterback for Auburn. I believe it was 88, my mistake. I believe it was 88. Reggie was the starting quarterback that day.
I think I only played a half.
I would
Andy.
hope so. That may be all that Cam Newton plays here today as well. 34-0 now, Auburn on top. The missed extra point would have tied that first quarter 28 points set by the 88 Tigers. Harkey to kick it off. Low and deep. Sutherland from the 1. Nice move up the middle of the field. And now Sutherland with a chance to take it the distance. And he will. 99 yards for the touchdown by Sutherland. No flags, except for the celebration in the end zone. Sutherland started down the left side, and he made a move to the middle, but it opened wide open. So the first touchdown of the day for Chattanooga comes from Brian Sutherland, his longest of the season. And we'll wait for the official. It's going to be around 99, 98 yards. The flag came on during the celebration in the end zone. As we wait for Ken Williamson to relay that information.
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct, Chattanooga, number 1, the 15-yard penalty will be assessed to the kickoff.
So Russ Huesman's ball club is on the board, but they have to kick off 15 yards deeper because of the celebration penalty. I don't know if Sutherland cares at this point. The extra point is good by Jeff Veras. Here's the first look.
Sutherland makes a tremendous move in the middle of the field right there to spring himself.
He got one more very good block, and then he was done. Watch this move to get to the middle of the field right there, and then it opened up. Past the kicker, and then it's just a foot race from the rest of the time.
The Chattanooga team needed something positive here in the first half, and Sutherland provided it.
So with 13:30 to go, I think the bow probably is what got him in a little trouble with the officials. So with 13:30 to go in the first half, Auburn's lead is 34-7 against the Mocs.
I never did.
Never celebrated?
Never celebrated. One of my coaches used to say, act like you've been there before.
How many touchdowns did you score?
Well, not as many as Cam Newton, but, you know, we did okay. We did okay.
All right, the kickoff now will come from the 15-yard line from Veras. Into the wind. Auburn figures to get good field position at the very least from Washington or McCaleb. We're up near the 25 to 30 yard line right now. Veras' kickoff is short. And again taken by one of the up men. And a nice return across midfield by Craig Sanders. Craig Sanders, a freshman. And Harris gassed and slow to get up for Auburn, but he's going to be helped off the field. Part of the big homecoming day crowd on hand at Jordan-Hare Stadium. Gaston got some help from Auburn's medical staff to get off the field.
This is something that you don't want in a game like this. You don't want to have guys go down, and you can't use them near the end of the season when it's important to have all of your guys in there and be clicking at all cylinders.
First down from the 49. Quick huddle. Newton under center. The pitch to McCaleb with some room. Ontario McCaleb is gone.
He won't be caught.
Touchdown McCaleb, 49 yards. Buddy, that's become his specialty. That sweep.
It has.
When he gets to the corner, if you're trying to get him from behind, forget it. Byram on for the extra point. Auburn's third scoring drive of 2 plays or less today. The kick is on the way, and it is good. .13 to go in the first half. Watch McCaleb.
McCaleb has an impressive speed. He broke down angles here that defensive backs had on him and took it to the house.
Let's watch the blocking this time out in front of him. And he just splits defenders. Take a look at the blocking.
This is impressive blocking, a total team effort by the Auburn offense.
Eric Smith leading him around the left edge. And on Terry McCaleb in what has become his specialty this season, that sweep. He did it against LSU. He did it against Louisiana Lafayette. He did it last week against Ole Miss, and he does it here this afternoon against Chattanooga. And he is a different tailback than he was as a freshman. He's stronger. He has remained uninjured this season. And, buddy, he has shown the speed that Auburn recruited him for. You look, Auburn has amassed the 381 yards in total offense here this afternoon. 2 touchdowns rushing, 3 through the air. And Gene Chiswick's team on top now 41-7 against the Mocs. Parkey rather, will kick it away. Sutherland returned the last kickoff for a touchdown. This time, Parkey puts it in the end zone. And so Chattanooga will open up 1st and 10 at its own 20-yard line. The Mocs only scoring today, the touchdown, the kickoff return for a touchdown by Sutherland, as B.J. Coleman and the offense have had trouble moving the football against this Auburn defense. First down with the nose of the football at the 20 for the Mocs. Play action. Coleman rolls, throws, incomplete, intended for Sutherland. Corey Lemonier getting the start this afternoon, put the pressure that time on the quarterback. Lemonier, career high 3 tackles and a sack against Louisiana Monroe, a freshman out of Hialeah, Florida. 6'4", 227, and he's a true freshman.
Chattanooga runs the bootleg here, and Coleman has an opportunity to get the ball out, but pressure in his face, he can't make a great throw here.
2nd and 10 from the 20. Hand off to the tailback, number 2, Errol Wynn. Jay Collin at number 5 on the stop for Auburn, among there for the Tigers. Whitaker makes the stop as well for Auburn. And it will bring up 3rd down for the Mocs. From the 24. A 4-wide set for Coleman and the Chattanooga offense. On 3rd and 6. Auburn rushes 5. Coleman with time, throws complete. Out to the 35-yard line, and a late flag comes in from behind the play. Sutherland with the catch. It's enough for a Chattanooga first down. It would be the 5th first down of the first half for the Mocs.
After the play was over, personal foul, number 56 of the defense, penalty is 15 yards from the end of the run. Automatic first down.
Ashton Richardson called for the personal foul after the play.
Nice throw and catch here by the Chattanooga offense. Just pitch and catch against the zone coverage.
Just that late hit, apparently, by Richardson. And did he lead with his head? Let's see. Yeah, he came in after the player was down, and that was the result of the 15-yard penalty to midfield. The draw to Wynn. Wynn tripped up at the line of scrimmage by Altoro Freeman, number 21 for Auburn. No gain on the play for the Mocs. Second down and 10 from midfield. This is a Chattanooga offense that has relied heavily on its passing game this season, and while that has given Auburn some trouble, Auburn has done a very good job of stopping the opponent's rush this season. Second and 10 from midfield. Coleman changing it up at the line of scrimmage with the play clock at 6. Short drop, Coleman throws into the flat and incomplete, intended for Joel Bradford. In front of number 11, Chris Davis, and an Auburn player is down at midfield. It appears to be number 55, Corey Lemonier. We'll double check on the number. That's not Lemonier. I see number 55 walking. Auburn's head coach, Gene Chizik, Auburn's medical staff as well. It's Ashton Richardson, another of the linebackers, favoring the right leg. Junior out of New Orleans. Getting some help to the sideline. We'll do our best to get you a report on Ashton's condition during the rest of this game. Third down and 10 when play resumes for Chattanooga at the 50.
Third down 10 from the 50.
Trips to the bottom of your screen. Coleman to throw, incomplete. He had pressure that time. And it's a fourth down punting situation. There's Ted Roof, Auburn's defensive coordinator. Has to be pleased with what he's seen from his defense so far today. And one of the impressive parts about this Auburn defense, and there have been times where opponents have been able to score and get a lot of yards, but buddy, second half and especially the fourth quarter, Auburn's defense has really tightened up this season for the Tigers.
They have, and they're looking impressive today. We see a lot of pressure by the defensive line and some tight coverage by the defensive backs.
Darvin Adams with the punt return for the Tigers. Bounces out. And Adams across the 20-yard line to the 22. Auburn, part of its resume as far as the number 2 team in the BCS. 4 teams currently ranked in the top 25 have gone down to the Tigers. The next on the list, Wisconsin and Nebraska, have beaten 2 in the top 25. And then you wonder why Auburn still slipped to number 2 last week after going on the road and winning by 20 at Ole Miss. That BCS is hard to figure sometimes. First and 10 from the 22. Wraparound handoff to Dyer. Michael Dyer to the outside. Busted down the sideline. Needs a block and gets it across midfield to the 47-yard line. J.D. Dothard finally brought down the true freshman tailback, Michael Dyer.
Look at these quick feet by Dyer. Boom. Makes a cut and he's outside. I love this guy.
5'9" freshman, 216 pounds, out of Little Rock, Arkansas. Back to play. Newton looking deep for Quindarius Carr. He can't get it. Contact, but no flag. Chris Lewis Harris, the free safety, with the defense on Quindarius Carr. And Auburn looking to the officials as if to say, where's the hanky, man?
This was close here. I think the defensive back gets there right as the ball gets there. Maybe a little soon.
They're second down and 10. From the shotgun, Cam Newton in some trouble. And he'll go down. It will be a sack for Chattanooga. Back to the Auburn 44-yard line. Josh Williams, a sophomore from Griffin, Georgia, and a preseason second-team All-Southern Conference player, among those there for the Mocs. Donald and Williams combining. 3rd and 19. Auburn is perfect on 3rd down today, 3 of 3. Play clock running down. Newton up the middle. Newton tripped up at the 44-yard line. He got past the original line of scrimmage and is taken down on the play. Tell you what, he's electrifying to watch, isn't he?
This is what makes him special, Andy. He can make people miss. He has a nose for the end zone. He knows what to do with the football when he gets it in his hands.
And Auburn will go for it on 4th and 5. Leading 41-7. Newton throws and incomplete. And a flag. Buster Screen will be called for interference, I believe. And Auburn will get its first down. Another look.
Auburn goes with the out route here to Darvin Adams.
And it may
Pass
be
interference on the defense, number 21. The penalty will place the ball at the spot of the foul and includes an automatic first down.
It may be the left arm there of Screen who came in try and dislodge the ball. Preseason first team All-Southern Conference player. Get another look from the high end zone camera.
It's hard to tell there. It's hard to tell.
Play action by Newton. Trying to get away, and he's going to run out of real estate. J.D. Dothard is finally the man that brought down Cam Newton. And a big loss on the play.
Cam has an excellent sense of where pressure comes from here. He's able to break that one tackle, get back to the middle of the field, and try to make something happen. Unfortunately, he runs out of time.
2nd down and 19 for the Tigers. 4 receivers for Auburn. The wraparound to Dyer. And Dyer taken down on the play by Wes Dothard. The Dothard brothers have made themselves known in the last couple plays.
This play has a chance. I think if Michael Dyer makes the move to the left, he's got an opportunity to split the field.
I had Mike Berry out in front on this play, and Dothard makes a nice play to get Dyer. There's 3rd and 13. The blitz is on for Chattanooga, and Newton's in trouble, and he goes down. Ryan Consiglio with the stop, the junior from Franklin, Tennessee. He had 13 tackles, a career high last week.
I think Chattanooga's showing the Auburn offense something that they haven't seen so far in this game, and you've seen on this drive, we've seen 3 sacks so far.
3 sacks against Cam Newton is unusual, to say the very least. And Auburn will punt it away, and Stephen Clark will handle it, the freshman out of Kansas City. Clark tries to pin the Mocs deep off the side of his foot. And a very short punt. Auburn's punting game continues to give trouble for the Tigers. A flag down on the play. A flag thrown on the far side of the field. And before we get to break, we'll make sure that there's not going to be another punt.
Illegal formation on the offense. More than 4 players lined up in the backfield. A 5-yard penalty will be added to the end of the kick. First down.
So Chattanooga will have the ball when we return. 6:09 to go in the first half of play. Auburn in control on homecoming. Tigers on top of the Mocs, 41-7. 41-7, Auburn on top. 6:09 to go in the first half of play on homecoming. A cool homecoming afternoon on the campus at Auburn University, the SEC West. Auburn right now in the driver's seat at 6-0. The 2 teams at 4-1 are playing each other this afternoon, Alabama and LSU. Mississippi State and Arkansas 3-2. Arkansas the big game at South Carolina, and Ole Miss at 1-4. The SEC East is just up for grabs at this point. Likely will come down to that Florida-South Carolina game next week if Carolina gets by Arkansas today. Cam Newton has had a terrific first half of play, although give some credit to Chattanooga that drive, despite the fact that Auburn moved the ball and into Mocs territory. 3 big sacks for the Moc defense in that drive, Reggie. 3
big sacks. I think that the Chattanooga defense showed Auburn something with the blitz that they weren't ready for, or haven't seen earlier in the game, and they were able to get to Newton.
Both of these teams have huge conference games coming up. Auburn, of course, Georgia and Alabama to close out the regular season. Chattanooga still plays Samford and Wofford. Feels it must win both of those games to have a chance to make it into the football playoffs for the Mocs after today. 1st and 10 from the 30. Sutherland with the screen. Nice move by Sutherland, and he gets 8 yards to make that 7 yards on the play. 1st down and 10. Jake Holland on the stop for Auburn. And with under 6 minutes to go in the first half of play, the Mocs work out of the no-huddle offense. A 41-7 Auburn lead. 5.5 minutes to go in the first half of play. First down carry and more across the 45-yard line. Number 2, Errol Wynn, a senior out of Jonesboro, Georgia. Brought down by Demetrius McNeil, number 12 for Auburn. Safety coming up to make the stop for the Tigers from the 47, 1st and 10. The Mocs working on their no-huddle offense right now, near midfield. The flip to Sutherland, and down he goes. Nice job by number 11, Chris Davis, to fight off a tackle. He got some help from number 21, El Toro Freeman. Another look.
We see this wide receiver screen by most teams in the league, and it's something that puts the cornerback on the island. You got to have a guy out there that's able to shake a block in order to make the play.
Chris Davis, the freshman out of Woodlawn High School in Birmingham, did just that. 2nd and 8. Draw up the middle. Errol Wynn across midfield to the Auburn 48. Whitaker with the stop. Another look. They try to go right up the middle.
Down 5.
Good job to clog up the middle by Whitaker and company for the Tigers as Whitaker fought off the block. 3rd down and 5 for the Mocs. Crowd starts to make a little noise here at Jordan-Hare. Short drop throw complete. And just enough for the 1st down for the Mocs.
Closing pass number 3, Marion Anthony.
Marion Anthony with the catch. 1st down for Chattanooga.
Nice throw and catch here by Coleman and his wide receiver to move the sticks.
Ryan White on the stop. Chattanooga now 4 of 9 on 3rd down here in the 1st half. From the 42, 1st down and 10 from the Auburn 42. Short drop, Coleman throws, tried to throw to the outside shoulder of Anthony, but out of bounds and incomplete. Stops the clock with 3:07 to go in the 1st half. Anthony, a redshirt freshman from Ackworth, Georgia, came in with 12 catches and 3 touchdowns. Great leaper, 36-inch vertical leap. At 6'5" and 205 pounds. Good looking redshirt freshman for the Mocs. Here's 2nd and 10. Play action in the roll. Coleman throws complete to Sutherland. Forced out of bounds at the Auburn 33-yard line by Chris Davis, number 11. Sutherland has been the primary receiver this afternoon. Up number 4, Joel Bradford. Another look.
I like this guy Sutherland as a receiver. I think he has great quicks. And as you can see there, he's able to catch a ball just thrown a little bit behind him.
Sutherland came in with 18 catches on the year. He already has 5 here in the 1st half. The fullback on the carry right up the middle. Good yardage for the 1st down for the Mocs. J.J. Jackson, who lined up at fullback with the carry. Kenneth Carter with the stop.
Chattanooga mixing it up well on this drive.
1st and 10 from the Auburn 27. The throw, there's Bradford, and he is immediately hit by Davis and incomplete. This is the longest drive by Chattanooga today.
Impressive tackle here by Davis. This is what you want your cornerbacks to do. Make that receiver know that you're there.
Close to a reception, but not close enough for another look. 2nd down and 10. Auburn brings 6. Coleman to the end zone for Bradford, incomplete. Davis was actually the one to get a hand on the ball. Tried to throw to that first pylon, and Davis actually got his hand on the ball.
And Bradford had a step on Davis here. I think, again, a little better throw, and we've got a touchdown.
3rd and 10 for the Mocs. 3 of 5 in the 1st half today. We've called number 11 a lot this afternoon here. The freshman out of Birmingham. 3rd and 10. Throws back to the short side, the screen to Sutherland. Stops shy of the 1st down by Altoro Freeman. And Chattanooga will go for this one on 4th down.
This play looked like it had a chance at the beginning. I think one more block there, and it may have been a 1st down for the Chattanooga offense.
Good job by Freeman to fight off the block of the left guard, Austin Wilson. 4th and 6. 10th play of the drive for Chattanooga right here, and the Mocs want a timeout. And they get the timeout. Half of the coaching staff was running to the official to call the timeout. 4th down and 6 for Chattanooga on its best drive of the half. 1:26 to go in the first half of play. Auburn in firm control of this one. Tigers on top on homecoming of the Chattanooga Mocs, 41-7. 1:26 to go in the first half of play. And Auburn on top 41-7. Best drive of the half by Chattanooga. 4th down and 6. The Mocs they do not have a field goal game with their backup kicker being a wide receiver. So they're going for it on 4th and 6. What do they add to lose? What do you think they're looking for here, Reggie?
I think they want to throw the ball here. You know, they've got 6 yards to go, and they've had more success with the passing game than the running game in the first half here, Andy.
Lots of folks on hand for this one, and they're out on the decks. And homecoming crowd, a sellout crowd, we were told before the ball game today. First time against a team in this division, what used to be Division I AA, that Auburn has ever had a sellout. So here's 4th and 6 from the Auburn 23 for the Mocs. This will be the 10th play of the drive for Chattanooga. Their deepest penetration into Auburn territory and their longest drive as far as the number of plays. Well, it's 4th and 6. The 3-wide set, the tight end on the right side of the field, and timeout called by Auburn. So Auburn got a look at the formation.
They did.
And Auburn will use a 30-second timeout to discuss it. And despite leading 41-7, here's the question: this bunch is still coaching and still trying to teach at this position.
I believe in education, which gives me the knowledge.
A lot of young ones out there getting a lot of playing time, especially on the defensive side here in the first half of play.
And you want to get guys experience. You know, when a game is of this nature, this is an opportunity to play guys that may have not had an opportunity to play all year, to get them that much needed experience in case you need them down the road.
And Chattanooga will change up its formation. No, excuse me. They're going to go to a true 4-wide set here with the tight end just in the short slot. 4th and 6. The throw across the middle to the tight end. He's got it for a touchdown. They went to Garrett Hughes right up the seam for the score. So this drive by Chattanooga results in its second touchdown, its first offensive touchdown of the half. And the Mocs cut the lead to 41-13 pending the extra point. The extra point by Varys. And he just got it in the left upright. Garrett Hughes, the senior from Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
This is what B.J. Coleman can do. He's done this all year, and he continues to do it even against a good Auburn defense.
22nd touchdown pass of the year for Coleman. They got Hughes matched up against the linebacker Holland right at the post. Nice catch by Hughes. And a touchdown by Coleman, his first touchdown pass of the day, his 22nd of the season. And on 4th and 6, after Chattanooga called a timeout and then Auburn called a timeout, Chattanooga puts one in the end zone. The Mocs go 12 plays, 70 yards, 4 minutes and 50 seconds. And the 22nd touchdown pass of the year for Coleman. That's an impressive drive by the Mocs. I wonder if they're thinking that maybe rethinking the idea that today would be a good day. Let's go shirtless, guys. It won't be cold. Not so much.
Bad decision.
Yeah. Breeze is blowing pretty well here at Jordan-Hare Stadium. We're overnight temperatures in the low 30s. Our first frost of the year here in the Auburn, Lee County, Opelika area. But they're young. (41-14) Auburn on top with 1:19 to go in the first half. Ball comes off the tee, and Varys will tee it up again. He may get some help this time. DeMond Washington and Ontario McCaleb to receive this one for Auburn. And it will be McCaleb who fumbles it and then just falls on it at the 31-yard line. Into the wind, and McCaleb had a little trouble judging that one. And now Auburn with 1:17 to go in the first half. And will open up at the 32-yard line. Newton will play at least the first half for Auburn. Newton in the first half today has been good. 276 yards and 3 touchdowns. Throws to Terrell Zachary. And Zachary gets a yard with a flag on the play. Joshua Williams with the stop. Flag thrown from the Chattanooga sideline. As it stands, about a 2-yard gain for Auburn.
Holding on the offense, number 50. The penalty is 10 yards from the end of the run. Repeat, first down.
Ryan Pugh, the Auburn senior center, called for the penalty. One of those 4 senior offensive linemen that have played so very well for the Tigers this year. He calls all the checks at the line of scrimmage. Newton with the bullet to Terrell Zachary. And Zachary makes 2 guys miss. And a third, and almost gets to the first down. He's across the 40. Chris Lewis Harris, the junior from Smyrna, Georgia, with the stop as Auburn goes to its quick offense.
This ball is thrown on a rope by Cam Newton. Terrell Zachary makes a great play here. He's a very strong and powerful receiver.
Back to action, the throw complete. Cody Burns out of bounds. First down for Auburn. Across the 45 to the 46. Buster Screen on the stop. Stops the clock with 26 seconds to go in the first half of play. Very quick Newton to Cody Burns. And out of bounds. First down for Auburn. Newton again to the sideline. Emory Blake across midfield, and Blake out of bounds at the 37-yard line with 18 seconds remaining in the first half of play. Another Auburn first down. As Auburn tries to answer the Chattanooga drive.
Auburn working the sidelines here with their 2-minute offense. They're working on getting the ball up the field and getting out of bounds.
Wraparound handoff to Michael Dyer. Trying to get to the outside. Bust into the open field. He's gone! Touchdown! 37 yards for Michael Dyer, and he scores with 8 seconds to go in the first half. Auburn with its second touchdown, make that 3rd touchdown run of the day. And Byram on for another extra point attempt. And this one is good. Another look. Auburn with that wraparound handoff, Reggie.
Impressive run by Dyer here. You see the speed and you see his ability to break tackles. He's a very strong and powerful running back.
Chris Lewis Harris had the last shot and Michael Dyer. And he goes high on Dyer, and not
No
so
go.
much, yeah. And another look here from the sideline.
This wraparound draw has been very successful for Auburn today.
So with 8 seconds to go in the first half of play, Auburn leads Chattanooga 48-14. And Auburn's numbers in the first half are typically numbers that you think about for a game. 19 first downs in the first half. 484 yards total offense in the first half of play.
Staggering numbers.
It is. And the band has been able to play War Eagle a lot here today. Here's the drive for Auburn. After an impressive drive by Chattanooga, the Tigers came right back down the field and capped it off on the 37-yard drive from Dyer. 5 plays, 68 yards in a minute 11. There are times when Auburn's 2-minute offense doesn't look a whole lot different than its offense through the game because Auburn plays at such a high pace throughout the afternoon. And Dyer on the day, who already has 2 100-yard rushing games, 180 last week against Ole Miss, 76 here today. Low line drive kick goes through the legs of Sutherland, back at the 1. He's already returned 1 for a touchdown, not this one, however, and the first half will come to a close. All Auburn in the first half of play here this afternoon, as the Tigers lead going into the locker room by a score of 48-14. And get ready for the reserves to play in the second half. Stick around for our halftime festivities. Tigers on top. Halftime of Chattanooga, 48-14. 48-14 the score at the break. Auburn on top as we're about to start the second half of play. And Auburn has dressed a lot of guys. This is Auburn's senior day. Auburn seniors were honored in a pregame ceremony here this afternoon. And a lot of guys are going to go to playing time. As a matter of fact, we were passed out a sheet of the Auburn roster, and there's some guys on that roster that aren't on the flip chart that we get. So it could be scramble city for our spotter, Jack Condon, here in the second half as we look for numbers. I don't think we'll see a lot of number 2 in the second half of play. That's Cam Newton, who was outstanding in the first half of play. Cam Newton right now, of course, the all-time or the single-season record holder in the Southeastern Conference for rushing yards by a quarterback. He passes former Auburn quarterback Jimmy Seidel, who set the mark back in 1963. So consider that. All the great quarterbacks that have come and gone in the Southeastern Conference. And for the first time since 1963, a quarterback rushes for over 1,000 yards, and Newton has rushed for nearly for over 1,100 yards in 9.5 games. What might he do to that record by the time that this season is over?
There's still 2 games remaining.
Auburn will kick it off to open the second half of play.
Cody Parkey to kick for Auburn. Sutherland and Awa deep for Chattanooga.
Parkey has kicked all day long for the Tigers. Kicked off, that is. And with a little bit of wind behind his back, sends this one away. Sutherland a yard deep in the end zone, and he will take a knee, and it will be first down and 10 for the Mocs from their own 20-yard line. Chattanooga scored on its last drive of the first half, its lone offensive touchdown drive. The only other score was that 98-yard kickoff return by Sutherland. Not a bad first half for B.J. Coleman, 109 yards and a touchdown, 13 of 28. And off to the first man through, and the fullback taken down on the play. That's J.J. Jackson. Actually, he's a tailback, but lined up as the fullback. Wade Christopher comes up to make the stop for Auburn. So second down and 7 after a gain of 3. Sutherland on the screen. He's in some trouble. And Sutherland taken down right around the 25-yard line. He'll gain a yard or 2, and that's all. Number 5, Jake Holland, gets in on the stop for the Tigers. Gets some help from Kenneth Carter.
You have a slot screen here, Andy, and I think Sutherland is looking for one more block so that he can get the ball up the field.
Nice play by Holland, and good pursuit by the Auburn defense. 3rd down and 4. The Mocs were 4 of 6 on 3rd down in the first half. Coleman, quick drop, throws. Complete. Across the 30-yard line, out to the 31. It's a first down to Sutherland. White with the stop for Auburn.
Chattanooga staying with the quick game here, Andy. It was successful for him in the first half, and I think they're going to stick with it for the entire game.
Holland and White combined on the stop. First down to the 32-yard line for Chattanooga. The flip to the sideline, and Jarrett Burns goes out of bounds to the 35-yard line. Burns, a sophomore out of Huntsville, with his first catch on the afternoon. 2nd down and 7.
The play gains 3. 2nd down, 7.
From the 35, 2nd down for the Mocs. Coleman to Sutherland. He's got it and goes out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
Coleman pass complete to number 1, Brian Sutherland.
Demetrius McNeil defending for Auburn. Nice play as Sutherland is having a big afternoon for Chattanooga.
Nice throw here by Coleman. Puts the ball right where it should be.
9th catch of the afternoon for Sutherland. And Chattanooga's opening drive has it 1st and 10 at the Auburn 25. 9 catches, 94 yards for Brian Sutherland, plus a kickoff return for a touchdown. From the 25, 1st and 10. The pitch to Wynn, and cuts it upfield inside the 25, where Derek Likes, number 97, makes the stop. Wynn 5 carries for 20 yards on the afternoon. Second and 7 for the Mocs from the Auburn 22. The throw and complete. And a flag comes down. This is going to be interference on Auburn. Jarrett Burns, the intended target. El Toro Freeman, number 21, defending on the play. And it looked like he had his right hand wrapped around
Pass interference
the back.
On the defense, number 21. The penalty will place the ball at the spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
Just gets there a little bit early.
So 1st and 10 for Chattanooga at the Auburn, just outside the Auburn 15-yard line. Coleman stops short and throws. It's incomplete. Cortland Elzey, the fullback, was the intended target. D. Ford came on the pressure and caused Coleman to throw that one a little bit shy.
This is a bootleg. The quarterback has to get his head around going to the left and get that ball off. He has a receiver out there that's open.
2nd and 10. Good pressure by the sophomore out of Odenville, Alabama. Good drive for Chattanooga that started at its own 20. Coleman throws the pass. It is caught. Bradford out of bounds at the 1.
I think this is the connection that Coleman and Bradford have been looking for the entire first half. The defensive back doesn't get his head around, and they're able to throw the back shoulder pass.
First and goal from the 1 for the Mocs. The tailback into the end zone for a touchdown. Keon Williams with the score. So Chattanooga takes the opening drive for 80 yards, its longest drive of the day. And the Mock fans have made their way down from South Tennessee. Happy to see the Mocs on the board to open the second half of play. Jeff Varys with the extra point. Right down the middle. 10 minutes and 26 seconds to go in the third quarter of play. And Chattanooga opens the second half with an impressive 80-yard drive. 48-21, Auburn on top. Over 87,000 on hand at Jordan-Hare Stadium this afternoon, watching Chattanooga take the opening drive and go 80 yards for the score. Tigers on top of the Mocs, 48-21. Impressive drive, Reggie, for Chattanooga. 9 plays, 80 yards,
Absolutely.
4 minutes, 34 seconds.
Absolutely, and that's what Chattanooga needed to start the second half. They needed to put together a string of successful plays, and they were able to take it down and use the passing game to get the ball in the end zone.
Now, how does Auburn respond, and how much of the first team do we see here in this opening drive of the second half for the Tigers? Looks like just on the sideline, Barrett Trotter's warming up just a little bit, and it looks like we're going to see a lot of that second string offense come out there to open up the second half.
Well, it looks like Cam Newton has unbuckled his pad, so I don't anticipate seeing him on the game.
There's Barrett Trotter. Looks like he will start the second half and play a lot of the second half at the quarterback spot for Auburn.
Harris to kick for Chattanooga.
Cam looks like he could be done for the afternoon. Sock cap on, yeah, pads unstrapped. Time to play cheerleader for a day.
Yeah.
Ralph Spry on the return for Auburn. And the Auburn wide receiver smacked out of bounds, and a flag goes down. This is going to be a late hit, I think, on Chattanooga. Wes Dothard applied the lick, and it came out of bounds, if I'm not mistaken. Another look.
Good return here for Auburn.
And Dothard's hit does come out of bounds. Ralph Spry, whose father is the head track coach at Auburn University, with the return, and we'll get the call.
After the play was over, personal foul. Number 41 of the kicking team. Pilly is 15 yards. They're in the run. First down.
Thomas Green called for the infraction. And Auburn will have very good field position to open up the second half, and it will be that second team offense that comes out as Cam's halftime stats are probably going to be his final stat. Pretty good halftime stats, 317 yards, 4 touchdowns. He ran for another. Whew, those are good numbers for a day, let alone a half.
Those are phenomenal numbers. Very impressive.
So Barrett Trotter on the year, 4 of 6 for 40 yards, out there to run the Auburn offense. And the handoff to Mario Fannin into the open field. Fannin run down from behind inside the 25-yard line by Buster Screen.
Mario Fannin on the carry. Brought down by number 21, Buster Screen.
Another look.
Couple nice moves by Fannin here. I'm impressed with his ability to cut there.
Fannin remains in the backfield with Trotter. Kitchens the man in motion. Again, Fannin tries the inside move, and Mario stays on his feet for a gain of a couple on the play. Kadeem Wise among those there for the Mocs. A gain of 2 on the play. Third straight game for Auburn over 500 yards in total offense. Trotter to throw. Complete. Darvin Adams has it. Near an Auburn first down.
Pass by number 14, Barry Trotter. Complete, number 89, Jordan-Hare.
Nice catch by Darvin Adams here. He reached back and pulled that ball in.
A couple of 100-yard receiving afternoons for Auburn. Terrell Zachary and Darvin Adams. 1st and 10 from the 13. Fannin into the open field. And down and into the end zone for a touchdown. Mario Fannin for the score.
For the Auburn touchdown.
He took Jordan Tippett into the end zone with him.
Andy, I like the way Mario Fannin protects the ball here.
Well, that has been a problem for Mario this year, but that's 2 hands on the football that entire run.
Absolutely.
Parkey will be on for the extra point now out of the hold of Neil Caudle. And Parkey puts it right down the middle. So Auburn's backup offense takes it down the field for the score. 8 minutes and 46 seconds to go in the third. Tigers on top, 55-21, thanks in part to Mario Fannin. 55-21 Auburn. We're in the third quarter, 8:46 to go. I'll look at the Auburn scoring drive, 4 plays and 50 yards, a minute 40. And Reggie, number 27, Mario Fannin, was a big part of that touchdown drive by Auburn, including his 13-yard touchdown run.
It was, Andy, and you know, we talked earlier about some problems that Fannin's had earlier in the year with putting the ball on the ground, and to see him have that success on that drive, I think that's important for his confidence. 3
runs on the day for Fannin. This was his longest of this drive. He's run for 42 yards on 3 carries, including the touchdown. But Fannin with that run, and then right up the middle for the 13-yard touchdown score for Mario Fannin. So all 3 of Auburn's tailbacks, Dyer, McCaleb, and Fannin, have all scored touchdowns today, including, then add to that the running touchdown by number 2, Cam Newton. So 4 different rushers in the end zone for the Tigers this afternoon. A cool afternoon at Jordan-Hare Stadium. And Parkey, who kicked the extra point, will kick this one away. He's kicked off all day long for the Tigers. Sutherland from the 3. And taken down near the 20-yard line. Good coverage by that Auburn team. Jordan Spriggs with the stop. Happy homecoming at Jordan-Hare Stadium.
It's always nice to come back home.
8:35 in the third. Chattanooga from its own 20. Win on the carry. Best run of the day for the Mocs. First down carry across the 30-yard line out to the 31. Demetrius McNeil with the stop for Auburn.
This is probably Chattanooga's most successful run-in play today. A good-looking play here.
And Wynn pointing to his side a bit as it gets off the field. From the 32, first down. Handoff, second man through, and into the clear is Keon Williams before he's taken down. Across midfield at the 49 by Drew Cole, number 20. to the outside and got some room. Keon Williams.
Touchdown saving tackle there.
From the 49, first down. Williams this time bunched up at the line of scrimmage and quickly down. Derek Likes, number 97, right in the middle of that Auburn defensive surge.
Auburn stuffs this run right at the line of scrimmage.
Likes beats Hurlis off the block and makes the nice stop. Second down and 9. Sophomore out of Clanton at 6'2", 286. A lot of backups getting some playing time here in the second half for Auburn on both sides of the ball. Coleman to throw, complete to Sutherland. And he is taken down at the 45-yard line by Anthony Morgan. Now Toro Freeman there as well for Auburn.
This is what you want to see by defense. You want to see guys rallying up whenever there's a short pass thrown like that. Auburn has 4 or 5 defensive guys right around the football.
Here's 3rd and 6 for the Mocs. Have been good on third down today. 4 of 6. From the Auburn 45. Deep drop, Coleman throws, complete to Bradford. First down at the Auburn 36-yard line. We'll call it the 35.
And again, I think this is the combination that we expected to see coming into this game. Coleman to Bradford.
4th catch of the day for Bradford, who leads the country, averaging over 128 yards a game in receptions. 1st and 10 from the 35. Gives him 70 catches on the season. Bradford play action, he goes deep. Sutherland is wide open and drops a touchdown. He had Ryan White beat.
Great job of play action here by Coleman. Cornerback bit, and they got what they wanted. Just a matter of catching the football.
I don't know if that hung up a little bit in the wind, but you know that Sutherland would like to have that one back.
Yes, he would.
That's the 8th dropped ball of the day by the Mocs. Second and 10. Coleman on the rollout, he throws, it is complete. Number 12, Jarrett Burns, taken down by Akeem Means to the Auburn 10.
This is an impressive throw on the run by Coleman. He leads the receiver perfectly. He will get fairly good coverage.
Coleman is a guy who thought he had won the Tennessee starting quarterback job and was told, nope. And he said, that's enough, I'm heading to Chattanooga. And he settled in nicely with the Mocs. Play action, he throws wide open, incomplete. He had Sloan Allison wide open in the end zone, but good pressure by D. Ford perhaps quickened the throw that time by B.J. Coleman.
And I think Coleman saw out of the corner of his eye that pressure coming and tried to hurry that pass.
Sloan Allison, the son of former Auburn assistant coach and UTC head coach Rodney Allison. Second down and 10. Chattanooga can get a first down without the touchdown. Short drop throw, incomplete. Pass intended for Marion Anthony into double coverage. Ryan White was there for the Tigers along with Ikeem Means.
Third down.
It's 3rd down and 10.
I think it's important here, Andy, for the defense to step up and make a statement that they can stop the team down here deep in their own end of the field.
3rd and 10. The pitch. Auburn does a good job to string it out, and a flag comes down on the play as Jackson is run out of bounds by McNeil. And I think we're going to get a penalty and perhaps a block below the waist or perhaps a clip against Chattanooga. We'll wait and see.
Holding on the offense.
There it is.
Number 12.
Hold on the play
Penalty is 10 yards
against Jarrett Burns.
Repeat, 3rd down.
And so Chattanooga, instead of 3rd or 4th down and 10, will be looking at 3rd down and 20. Burns out of Huntsville. Took his man down. That's a good job by the defense to string that one out to the sideline.
It was, and that's what you want to do. You want to use the sideline as your friend.
Coleman brings them to the line of scrimmage on 3rd and 20. This is 4-down territory for the Mocs. Deep drop, and whistles blow. And Chattanooga, I believe, called a timeout. Before the play, a timeout on the play. So 3:33 to go in the 3rd quarter. 3rd and 20 when we return for Chattanooga at Jordan-Hare Stadium. A young Aubie in waiting. 3rd and 20. Tigers on top, 55-21. 55-21 Auburn. 3rd quarter of play. 3:33 to go. Homecoming on the Auburn University campus, 55-21 Tigers. A sellout crowd when this day began. Some folks have decided to start celebrating homecoming early here this afternoon. And right now the Auburn defense trying to keep Chattanooga out of the end zone. 3rd and 20 for the Mocs here from the 20-yard line following a holding penalty and a timeout to talk about it.
And I think they have to be planning on using 2 downs here, Andy. Like you said earlier, this is 4th down territory.
From the 20, 3rd down, trips to the top of the screen coming up for Chattanooga.
3rd down from the 20.
Sutherland, Pitchford, and Bradford. Sutherland working on a career day of 10 catches, 97 yards. Coleman in some trouble, down he goes. D. Ford was there, Craig Sanders was there. One of the few times that Auburn has actually been able to get to the quarterback today.
Absolutely, and this is an impressive pass rush by number 95. He beats the right defensive tackle, and he's able to get to the quarterback.
So now Veras will come on for the field goal, and Auburn needs to watch for the fake here. This would be 42 yards. And he gets it away. And he had the distance, but he misses it wide left. So after Chattanooga had 1st down and 10 at the 10, the Mocs, thanks to a holding penalty and a big sack, go backwards. And Auburn keeps them out of the end zone and off the scoreboard. And I know it's in the grand scheme of things, and Auburn up 55-21. It's not a big deal, but it's a big deal to those defenders out there that were on that drive for the Tigers.
It is, and they wanted to make a statement. They wanted to say, hey, you know, we came here to play as well, and we're going to keep you out of the end zone.
So Auburn's offense back on the field with Barrett Trotter running the show. D. Ford there, number 95, getting the glad hand. He had a big sack there on 3rd down. So from the 25, Auburn scrimmages, 1st and 10. Trotter to Fannin. And Mario Fannin for about 4 yards out to the 29 before Ryan Consiglio makes the stop. Consiglio coming off of a career day. The second-team preseason All-Southern Conference selection had 13 tackles last week against Elon. And number 2 in the Southern Conference with 11.5 tackles per game. Junior out of Franklin, Tennessee, 2nd and 6. Fannin again. Cuts it inside or across the 35, first down for the Tigers out to the 36, where Consiglio again is there for the stop, but not before Auburn gains another first down behind the running of Mario Fannin, number 27.
2 nice runs here by Mario Fannin. I like how he turned it up there at the end and took care of the football.
From the 36, first down for the Tigers. Final minute and a half of the third quarter of play. Fannin looking for some help. Nice run by Mario Fannin. Boy, it didn't look like there was a lot of room there. But again, he's brought down by Consiglio, number 45. But Fannin with nice penetration, and he gets 7 yards on the play.
And Andy, Mario shows how strong he is here. He makes contact and gets an additional 4 yards after contact here.
His day, 6 carries, 60 yards, and that's all come in this third quarter. All 3 of Auburn's tailbacks have scored a touchdown today in this 55-21 lead. Fannin in some trouble behind the line of scrimmage and taken down in the play by Jaron Norfleet, senior out of Nashville, with the stop. Not much help for Mario Fannin there.
Not much you can do there.
Norfleet was untouched. So 3rd down and 9 for the Tigers, who are 7 of 14 on 3rd down today. Trotter to throw. It's complete. And then fumbled. That ball is loose, and Chattanooga will have it. No, they'll call it an incomplete pass. Intended for Antonio Goodwin, who had his hands on the ball but could not control it.
This is a nice pass by Trotter here.
At the end of the third quarter,
I think it's a very catchable ball.
55, Chattanooga 21.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that's close to a fumble, but it ends up being the final play of the third quarter. And Auburn will have 4th and punting situation when the 4th quarter begins. Both teams put it in the end zone once in the third quarter. Auburn 55, Chattanooga 21. We head to the 4th quarter on homecoming at Jordan-Hare Stadium. About to start the 4th quarter on homecoming at Jordan-Hare Stadium. Auburn on top of Tennessee-Chattanooga. 55-21 in Auburn's ground game has been very evident again this afternoon. Tigers are averaging almost 325 yards a game in rushing against the Southeastern Conference. That's the most impressive part of that. And for the first time since 1967, Auburn has put up 300-yard games against 5 straight SEC opponents.
And Andy, I think Auburn showed today that they can score in many different ways with many different guys.
Ryan Shoemaker to punt it away for the Tigers. End over end and a short punt that takes an Auburn bounce. And Chattanooga will have 1st down and 10 at its own 26-yard line. Back to that stat, and that's one of the big reasons for Auburn's running game this season. But the Tigers have shown the ability to run a more conventional running game, and last week was a good example at Ole Miss. I mean, they did a good job of holding down Cam Newton as a runner, but then it was up to Dyer and McCaleb, who ran for over 200 yards combined in that ball game. Dyer for 90 or 180, McCaleb for 98, I believe, last week against Ole Miss. Coleman the throw. And down the sideline for Chattanooga is Jarrett Burns out of Huntsville, Alabama. Anthony Morgan with the stop. Burns across the 30-yard line out to about the 33. And it will bring up second down and a long 2. The draw and the run. Jamar Travis helps out on the play. The run by Chris Awa.
Good job of getting the first down here for the Chattanooga offense.
Graham Nichols in, by the way, at quarterback, a redshirt freshman from Franklin, Tennessee. 1st and 10 at the 38. There's Nichols, 6'3", 190, and a redshirt freshman. From the 38, first down. Awa with the carry. And around left tackle. Gets 6, maybe 7 on the play before number 19, Ryan White, comes in for the stop. And this is a lot of backups playing on both sides of the football right now.
You know, Andy, I remember the days when I came in off of the bench my freshman and sophomore year, and, you know, you look for those opportunities as a backup to get in and prove yourself and show that, hey, I can play this game and I want to play and I want to contribute to our success as a team.
2nd and 4 for Chattanooga at the 44. Awa again with the carry, and he's across midfield to the Auburn 49. Watson Brown, number 51, on the stop.
Another first down here by the Chattanooga offense.
At the 49 of Auburn, 1st and 10. Nichols throws, complete to Burns. And Burns run out of bounds at the Auburn 42-yard line before number 20, Drew Cole, takes him out of bounds.
Another slot screen here. He gets the block from his wide receiver that enables him to get up and get close to a first down here.
2nd and 3. Awa off the left side. He has the first down for the Mocs. Drives to the 35-yard line before number 19, Ryan White, takes him out of bounds.
From the 35.
From the Auburn 35, first down. Chattanooga on a drive. Play action, Nichols throws. Burns holds on to the ball inside the 30 to the 28. Watson Downs, number 51. Another look.
And if this ball is caught cleanly, I think this play has a lot more potential.
Burns has become the primary target on this drive, other than Awa running. And he is running inside the 30, or the 25, excuse me, and close to a first down. Ball marked at the 22. It is a first down for the Mocs. First and 10 from the 22. Awa fumbles, picks it up, flag is down. Awa down to the 15-yard line, where he's brought down by Demetrius McNeil. We'll wait and get the call from Ken Williamson on the flag.
Motion on the offense, number 10. The penalty is 5 yards from the previous spot. Repeat, first down.
You can hear the breeze in Ken Williams' microphone. It has been a steady breeze all day long. And take another look at the penalty here. Yep, couple steps forward by Sloan Allison there. First and 15 now. Ball is on the ground and recovered by the Chattanooga tailback. A little bit of trouble between Graham Nichols and Keon Williams. Show you how many players have played today for Auburn. Now, 23 different Auburn players credited with tackles today. Keon Williams couldn't quite find the handle on that one.
There's been a few bobbles on this drive here.
Second and 16 for the Mocs. Play action and a throw to the end zone. And almost intercepted. Nice play by Ryan White to get his head turned around as Nichols was trying to find number 11, Chris Marshall.
Nichols taking a shot here. Just trying to get the ball up in the air and let his wide receiver make a play on it.
White finds the ball and just couldn't quite hold on. Here's third down and 16. Williams on the draw. And Williams to the 21-yard line, near the original line of scrimmage before number 40, Chris Humphreys, makes the stop. And the field goal unit comes back on the field for Chattanooga. Veras has missed from 42 yards. This will be from 38. On the way from Veras. And it's good.
The 38-yard kick is good.
7:55 remaining in the game. Auburn 55, Chattanooga 24 on homecoming at Jordan-Hare Stadium. 7:55 remaining in the fourth quarter. Auburn 55, Chattanooga 24. The Mocs go 53 yards in 12 plays, drive of 6 minutes and 52 seconds with the backup quarterback Graham Nichols running the show. A 37-yard field goal on the day. And Cam Newton's day was done at halftime. Saw our feature at the half, talking with the kids. He was the Tooth Fairy for Halloween. I don't know if you had a chance to see the pictures.
I didn't see him, man.
Yeah. He did a good job. He was convincing as the Tooth Fairy, I got to tell you. He did not win the Halloween contest, I'm told, though, with the football team. So it shows you somebody was even more inventive. Mario Fannin, I believe, won it. I don't recall what Mario was dressed in. I believe it was a out-of-shape basketball player. That may be the best way to put it. From the 5. To the near sideline. And across midfield, nice return by Anthony Morgan. Had to make sure it was Morgan. It is a nice return from about the 6-yard line.
You see some acceleration here by Morgan, Andy, when he comes out of this pack here.
And the kicker's finally the one that turns him upfield, but Morgan showed some power as well. Gus Malzahn getting everybody on the field. 1st and 10. Trotter, the wraparound draw to Mario Fannin. Fannin, nice move. Down the sideline. Is he in bounds? Yes, he is. That's a touchdown. How did Mario Fannin stay in bounds?
Wow.
DJ Key, I thought, was going to bring him down, and Fannin goes the distance. My goodness gracious.
Fannin shows power, speed, and the ability to tightrope the sideline here, Andy.
Boy, oh boy. Heck of a run by Mario Fannin, who has done everything, including winning that costume contest this week. And with 7:26 to go, Parkey is on for the extra point. And Auburn has scored 62 this afternoon. Mario Fannin with 96 yards on the day. The biggest run of the afternoon for the touchdown. Auburn on top, 62-24. 7:26 to go in the fourth. Mario Fannin with his second touchdown run of the day. Tigers on top, 62-24. This is 42 yards right here. Key, he just runs through Key and then stays in bounds somehow.
Great run by Finn. You don't want to detract from this run, but Chattanooga had a couple opportunities to make the tackle, and they just failed to make the tackle.
And a good job by Mario just to stay in bounds after he cut it upfield. He goes 42 yards for the touchdown. Mario with 98 yards rushing on the day, and it's all come in the second half. All three of Auburn's tailbacks have scored touchdowns on the afternoon. Dyer, McCaleb, Fannin, plus the Auburn starting quarterback, Cameron Newton. 62-24 on homecoming. A lot of the Auburn faithful have headed to the exits. Parkey will kick it off. He's had a busy afternoon, hasn't he?
Yes.
And the ultimate psych as the ball is blown off the tee. Cody will get some help this time. Ryan White will tee it up. Sutherland from the 11. Lots of trouble. That's Watson Downs, who just wouldn't let go. He was the first man down, and Sutherland never could shed him.
Chattanooga from the 18.
From its own 18, 1st and 10 for the Mocs. Again, Graham Nichols, the quarterback. First man through to the 20, and that's about it. Flag on the play, thrown near the tackle.
Disregard the flag. The offensive team had 11 players on the line of scrimmage, rather in the formation. Second down.
So 1st and 10 from the 18. Excuse me, second down and about 8 now from the 20. Auburn punted just one time in the first half, scored a touchdown on every other drive. Had this one well in hand at the end of the first quarter. Awa, after about 2 yards, taken down. Woody Paramore comes up to help out on the stop. There's 3rd down and about 6 for the Mocs. Folks have become inventive with their Cam Newton signs this year and their hairstyles. 3rd and 6 from the 22. The Mocs are 7 of 15 on 3rd down today. Awa trying to cut out to the outside, and little or no gains. Matter of fact, he may have lost a few yards. Holland right in the middle of that Auburn surge, number 5. And punting situation for the Mocs. Quindarius Carr will come out to take this punt. And Mike Hammonds to punt it away. This will be his 6th punt of the afternoon. A high snap. Gets one away. It's a short punt, and Auburn scatters. And we'll have good field position at the 49. 4 minutes and 47 seconds now remaining in this one. Auburn about to go to 10-0 on the season, leading Chattanooga 62-24. 4:47 to go in this one. Tigers on top, 40 or 62-24. There's not been a lot of doubt with this ball game here this afternoon. From the 49, 1st down for the Tigers. Off the right edge. Morgan with the carry. Bryant Henry with the stop. Morgan, who had the nice kickoff return, now comes out. And Davis Hooper checks in at the tailback spot, number 45. Neil Caudill is the Auburn quarterback. Hooper with the carry. And across the 45. Nice surge that time by the offensive line, and Hooper with the carry.
Auburn playing 3 quarterbacks today.
A lot of guys getting some playing time here this afternoon. 3rd and 1 for the Tigers. Morgan back in at the tailback spot, replacing Hooper. Caudill from the gun. The handoff to Morgan. And Morgan close to the 1st down. Well, it'll just depend on the spot.
Looks like he has.
The ball carrier. Stopped by number 14, Bryant Henry.
The 1st down carry. Nice job by Morgan to get the 1st down, and Hooper is back in at the tailback spot. So 5 different Auburn tailbacks this afternoon. Dyer, McCaleb, Fannin, Morgan, and Hooper. 3 different quarterbacks, countless receivers and linemen. From the 40 of Chattanooga, 1st down. Hooper met in the backfield, and he'll lose a couple yards.
Hooper on the carry.
Joshua Williams among those there. Leonard Carr was there for Chattanooga.
The play loses 2 yards.
As we approach the 2-minute mark, and Auburn will go to 10-0 and get ready for Georgia. Chattanooga gets ready for a key Southern Conference game against Samford in Chattanooga, where they've set attendance records throughout the year. He'll be rocking here at Jordan-Hare Stadium next Saturday at 2:30 for the Georgia Bulldogs. 2nd and 12. Caudill will run it. Needs a block and gets it. Now it's a foot race, and Caudill goes down inside the 10. DJ Key made the touchdown-saving tackle on Neil Caudill. Early on, Auburn was doing it through the air. Darvin Adams, Emory Blake, Newton on the run. This was a blowout early.
A lot of guys got to show their stuff today.
And Newton again to Darvin Adams. Now 1st and goal from the 7, and Caudill will take a knee.
Caudill showed on that last run there, Andy, that he's got some ability as well. That was impressive.
Auburn is deep at its quarterback spot. They just haven't had to use it this year. Well, Auburn, I think, got out of it what it wanted to. I think it stayed away for the most part from the injury bug. Moved the ball offensively. For the most part, did a good job defensively here this afternoon.
And I think those were the goals coming into this game, Andy. Auburn wanted to take care of the football. They wanted to improve. You never go into a game looking to go backwards. You always want to improve. You want to get guys work, and you want to get guys in the game that haven't played all year. And most importantly, you want to keep guys healthy.
10-0 on the season, and Georgia comes a-calling in one of the big rivalry games here next Saturday.
Big game next Saturday. Looking forward to the Bulldogs coming in. They can finish this season strong by beating Georgia and then going to Tuscaloosa for Alabama at the end.
Auburn wins its 19th consecutive homecoming game here this afternoon, and convincingly so, over Chattanooga. And now both teams get ready for huge games next week at home. Auburn hosts Georgia. The Mocs come home and play host to the Bulldogs of Samford. So your final score this afternoon from Jordan-Hare Stadium. The Tigers are now 10-0 for the first time since 2004, and get ready for what Coach Pat Dye used to call Amen Corner. Georgia a week from today, and Alabama in Tuscaloosa 3 weeks from today. For our entire CSS crew, our sincere thanks. We appreciate you joining us today. A cool but very fun afternoon of homecoming football. Auburn over Chattanooga by a score of 62-24. For my partner, Reggie Slack, and our entire CSS crew, I'm Andy Bertram. So long from Jordan-Hare Stadium.